Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Ethereum and its valuations against Bitcoin, and is one of the ones that we've obviously been looking at Ethereum for a very long time. And every single time we look at it, and every single time we have a rally, we ask ourselves if this is the run that rivals. Well, I guess it won't rival. I think on in terms of percentage gain, but are we going to see moves like what we saw in 2017? And again, I think I say this every time, but it's impossible to say at this point. I think this is again a step in the right direction. Ethereum's up 3.5% against Bitcoin. On the weekly, it just looks phenomenal, right? Looking phenomenal. We're up about 40% since the beginning of April. So 40% gain for the month of April against Bitcoin. And we're now reaching the peak of where we were in January, right? That January move that we saw of Ethereum, we're seeing that happen once again, and we're hoping this time we come higher, and it seems that's to be the case. As of now, these are not the monstrous rallies of 2017, but every single time Ethereum does rally, we get to a higher high, right? So I am expecting this rally to bring us a little higher, and my target is about zero point 0.5 Bitcoin, um, or 500,000 satoshis. I think that's the number. 543. Oh, 5 million satoshis. I think that's the number. At zero point 0.5 Bitcoin, what 0.05 Bitcoin, whatever. Um, so that's kind of like what I'm looking at right now. I mean, when you compare Bitcoin to Ethereum, on top of each other, you could see that ever since Bitcoin decided to move sideways, uh, we saw the resurgence of Ethereum. So as I said in my previous video, and remember, if you do like this content, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Um, in my last video, as long as Bitcoin is able to stay at this level, right? It can drop a bit, it can rise up a few percent week over week. Ethereum's going to continue to do this, and so this is great for Ethereum, and this is kind of like why I hold Ethereum. hold Ethereum. Um, not only is it the second largest cryptocurrency, it's the second less risky coin you could hold technically in terms of market cap. Um, but Ethereum is still capable of monstrous moves against Bitcoin. So I do hold a large Ethereum position, and so we are coming up to some sell targets, and my sell targets are in US dollars, but I also keep the Bitcoin valuation in mind too. And seeing it come back to the peak of January is good. It's a step in the right direction. Um, but what can hamper this rally? Well, in my view, nothing can really hamper it, but it can put it on pause. And that pause would be if Bitcoin drops or makes contact with the 20-week moving average. If it does that, we could see a short-term correction from Ethereum against Bitcoin. Um, and until Bitcoin leaves that 20-week moving average, then Ethereum will be on pause. Ethereum will probably bleed a bit against Bitcoin, and that would be that. We would have to wait. So the longer Bitcoin is able to stay above the 20-week moving average, the better for Ethereum. Um, However, I don't want to dilute the fact that dropping to the 20-week is entirely possible for Bitcoin. We're only 25% above, and that's doable. In the words of crypto trading, like we had 1 week where we are down 21%. So if if we drop 21%, that'll bring us to around the 20-week moving average. So again, don't dilute yourself in thinking that it can't go down. Um, we've had instances where Bitcoin comes down, and in the last cycle, it was even worse. So don't don't think that we can't go down. We always could at any point in the cycle, and this could potentially be one of them. In which case, you have to prepare yourself. How can you increase potentially your Bitcoin ratio if it comes back to the 20-week? to protect your wealth in your portfolio. That's one way to do it. For me, I am closing some positions in traditional markets to make some sitting cash in preparation for this. Um, and those would be collecting interest and in the meantime. But that's essentially what I'm doing. I'm waiting for that move. If it does happen, if it doesn't, so be it. Um, and if it doesn't, then that means Ethereum's flying. So it is a a win-win situation in that sense. It's either Bitcoin doesn't move and Ethereum continues to gain against Bitcoin, or Bitcoin does move to the downside, and then I increase my Bitcoin position because it's probably going to go to the 20-week. And so that's essentially it. Um, in other news, I did create a Twitter, so you can follow my Twitter if you want. It's Stefan Nakamura. It's in the description and in the channel info. But if you guys have any questions, any coins that you want me to cover, but more so questions, I'd love to answer some questions of of any coins that I already cover on this channel. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments down below or send me a DM on Twitter. I'll be more than happy to answer it. It's the channel's pretty small, so I don't expect a lot, but and so it's manageable at least for now. And I'd love to do as many as I can. But that's pretty much it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.